Hi, I welcome you once more again to AB Math Education. Today we continue to look at the EmSAT. But today our focus is going to be on function. So if you have been given the domain and the range, if you have given the graph of a function, how can you able to tell? And this keep coming into the EmSAT, and a lot of students have trouble with that. Today I'm going to digest it for you. If today is your first time, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, you will get a notice of it. So if you have been given the lists of a set of numbers, how can you able to say if it is a function or not a function? When it comes to function, we have a domain here and we have the range here, which is a value of x and this is a value of y. And what you have to know is that you can have a repeated x with a different y numbers. Now we can have a repeated y number with a different x. So that's what you have to know. So it's like you have this is a people, and then you have to pick orange, you have to pick apple, or you have to pick maybe a strawberry. You can pick only one of this. You can pick only one kind of this. You can pick more than. So if this is one person, one, you can pick orange. That's good. Another person can also pick orange. That's good. But you the same person, you can pick, say, strawberry, and then you pick apple. If that happens, that means you're being greedy, and that is not cool, and that's not a function. So that's basically the whole idea. So let's get into the question. So here, always check if there is a repeated. The question is select all the relation that are a function. So here, do we have any repeated? Let's see. 9, 2, 5, 0. There's no repeated. So this is really a function because each of them have a different, they happen one time. They just pick orange or apple or strawberry. So this is a function. You come here. We didn't have any repeated line from the domain going to a different numbers. So that is cool. Though this happens to be like, say, orange, and the person number 7 like orange and the person number 6 also like orange. That's okay. So this one is also a function. Now let's go here. Let's see if we have it repeated. Look at this person, number 3. This number 3 pick orange, and this number 3 pick, say, apple. That's not cool. You can't do that. So this is not a function. Okay, so here you see there, number 4 and number 8. They are the same number and they are picking oranges and maybe strawberries and all that. That's not good. You can pick only one kind of a fruit. So this is not a function. So here it says select all. Make sure you read the question, select all. That means the one that was the answer is A and the B. All right, so we have another table again, and that's the same way. All these things is an EmSAT question, okay? So all that you have to check if there is a repeated. Here we don't have any repeated X. So this look cool. Let's move on to the next one. Here, a lot of repeated. You see, this one is a greedy. He's picking everything. He's picking strawberry, picking apple, picking everything. So this is not a function. That's not cool. Let's look at here. You see this repeated with a different Y. So he's picking orange and apple. That's not cool. So this is not. Here, let's see. You see this repeated with a different kinds of apple. So this is not. So the only one that there's no repeated X, so the A is the right answer here. Great. So here, when it comes here, this is 1, 2, you have to be very careful. Which of the following is not a function? What we could do, we have to sketch. If we want, we have to sketch it. So you have to know how to sketch this. If you sketch it, it brings more understanding. All right. So now you have to say x is 3. So 1, 2, 3. So x is 3. Kind of x is 3 is, this is how you have to draw x is equals to 3. That's a line. And then the absolute. So you have done absolute. So we are using this color for that. Let's use this color for that. Absolute. you have done in your algebra 1 and algebra 2 that the absolute, the parent function is just this and that. Okay, so this is the absolute of x. That's how it's grabbed. And then let's use this. Here, y is 4. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. So y4 is this, and here equals horizontal. So y is equals to 4. That's how you graph it. We are using this for that. Here, you have to use idea of y is equals to mx plus b. So we have to isolate the y. If we want to graph, we have to isolate the y. So if we isolate the y, that means here is going to be y is equals to x over 3, which is the same as y is equals to 1/3 x. So here you see that the slope is just 1/3, and that there is no b, so that means the b is 0. So you're starting from here. If we want to graph it, you're starting from here, and you rise up 1 and you run 3. So 1, 1, 2, 3. Go 1, 1, 2, 3. So that is going to be this. This is how you sketch it. All right. So now the question is, how do you see if it is a function or not function? You have to use what we call a vertical line test to see if something is a function or not function. What you have to draw a vertical line. If it crosses it only one time, that means it's a function. That means it's picking only one kind of a fruit, and that's cool. But if it touches more than one, that means that domain is picking more fruits, which is not good. So here we can even draw it here. So you see here, it touched one time. That's good. This is good. This is good. Now here, let's do this one, this vertical here. When we draw this, see that this one is picking a lot of fruit, and that's not good. And if this one is touching everything, this is not a function. So this one is not the function. So you have to sketch it and then see and then draw that way for you to see your answer visually. So here another table, like anytime you work, you get different amount of payment, and this one is a function or no function. So this is how you can also relate it to everyday life. So here, if somebody went 10 hours, is going to get this. 20 hours is getting that. So here, since there's no repeated, this is what is a function, because there's no repeated. So here is a function. So there's what no repeated domain, which is the same as x. Okay, there's no repeated with what different range y values. Okay, all right, so that's how you figure this one out. We have done a lot of them. So yeah, if you have a graph and they are asking you if that is a function or no function, all that you do is that you use what a vertical line. Some people call it a pencil. That's because the pencil is like, you can put your pencil like that, and if you touch more than one, this one has put 2. So this is not cool, and this is not a function. And the reason is that this number, we can say this number 4, or any number, there is a lot of the x numbers are here. They have a repeated y values, because you see there's a repeated here, and that make it not a function. Let's look at our last for the day. So here too, they have draw it for you. If it is not drawn, this is that. If you grab this, you're going to get this. So as you're taking your EmSAT, if you see, you graph it, then you can see visually. Okay. So here you do your vertical line. This touch only one time. Anytime you draw, you touch one. So this is a function. It is. All right, thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end. Please, if today is your first time, go ahead and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.